We have a challenge in the country that we have a number of counterfeit products. We have Ugandans, a section of Ugandans, who have made it a habit to produce a copy of the original. And it's really affecting all of us. We have people who are dying. You think you have real malaria when actually you're suffering from something that is as a result of a counterfeit product that you used. And it is affecting all of us. So therefore, I want to appeal to especially our people in Kampala, the people I lead, to be very mindful of the products they buy. These products must bear the Uganda National Bureau of Standards stamp and the real stamp, because there are those who even go ahead to forge these stamps. And for those of you who know these people, kindly bring them to our attention. Report to the responsible offices so that we fight this together. If we do that, we shall be securing the future of this country together.
Obviously, we heard from many presenters here, and from the various studies that have been conducted on the market, over 70% of the solar products on the market not meeting the minimum requirements of these standards. And that's a very, very, very big challenge. So we are saying adoption of these standards will go a long way to gradually eliminate these poor standards on the market. And this is very important, of course, for the companies themselves, because over time you've had people like saying, solar is not reliable, solar is not good. You buy a product today, in 1 month it's not giving you the quality of light or energy that you want. But now we are telling the public now that solar is actually more reliable, and when we are talking about increased access to energy, to electrification in Uganda, we are looking at solar as a key energy source that will complement the hydro power that we usually refer to when we talk about electrification. So we are looking at solar energy as an important mix in the Uganda's energy mix. It's an important source in the Uganda's energy mix. So we want to call upon the public to appreciate solar, but most importantly, look for that solar product. Look for that solar home system or kit that conforms to the standards of the country, which are also international standards in this case.
Thank you. The workshop has been timely because it has come at a time when even the Gazette is not yet out. It has already been put in the Gazette, but at least the time for reaction and for stakeholders to maybe involve, to engage the ministry, just in case there are some clauses which are not, they are comfortable with. Then I think there is still some time, and that is very good. So it will not come as a bombshell to them, and we'll have time to react to it. And that's where we are urging those who are dealing in the solar to go and make sure that, one, they read the Gazette, two, they understand what is embedded, and three, if there is any reaction or where there are some sections where they are not comfortable with some of these sections, they can take up the matter of the Ministry of Trade. So if there is any adjustment to be made, so that it can be done timely. But most importantly, we are urging the organizers, including the UNBS, to make more workshops, because what has happened here, the numbers are just about 200. And for Kampala, 200 is a very small number. We think there are more dealers in solar who need this information, who need to be appraised and know what exactly is taking place, such that they are not surprised for whatever will happen. And I believe if they take up, they disseminate this information to many more and make more workshops, it will be helpful so that they are proactive instead of waiting to be reactive, just in case the implementation starts and we start seeing the outcry and overtones from the participating stakeholders.
Thank you.
Name Kayonde Everest, Chairman Kasika.
We are here to promote standards on solar plug-and-play systems. These are the most used solar systems in the country, and they have not had a standard. So now that we have a standard in place, it's only right to let the stakeholders know what this standard is about. And we are starting with the traders, because these are the people who let these particular products get to the wananchi. So it's very important for us to get to know what the standard is and let the traders know what it is, so that they bring in the right products.
What is the current situation?
The current situation in the country is that according to a research done earlier, 70% of these particular standards in the market do not meet any standard. So we are here to let the traders and the importers know, so that they begin to do the right thing and bring in products that meet standards.
Are the regulations themselves?
We have standards of quality and then a testing standard. The requirements of the standard are that the very first one is truth in advertising. We expect that a trader tells the truth about their product. Number two, we expect a trader to give a customer a manual of use. We do not expect a lot of technical expertise in using this product. There are tests that are going to be carried out, but of course this is not work of the traders, but it was important for them to know that tests are going to be carried out to ensure that the products they are giving the customer actually meet the standard.
Do you tell us that 70% of the solars that are sold in the country are not meeting the standard?
Yes.
And when was the research done?
The research was done in 2017.
So where most of these products coming from?
Where are they sold? Where are they located? Or in English, in Kampala, or
Mostly in Kampala.
just give a statement about the 70% are not in the standard and where they're sold.
The best person to give you that statement is my manager.
And where do these products
Actually,
come?
catch him after this.
Which country do these products come from?
They come from all over.
Your name
What are
again?
the penalties for who are saying the substandard solars? The penalties.
The penalties that they will receive, of course, they are going to be prosecuted. There's going to be prosecution. You go to court because the standard is a law.
Your name again?
Kakati tukizudde ng'osinga kumanya Luganda.
Yeah, before we were working under the lighting global standards, which are international standards, and they are actually these same standards that have been adopted by the country, and now we have adopted them as Uganda standards, and we could not make them compulsory because they were not actual Ugandan standards. So now they are adopted as national standards, and so we shall have them compulsory and enforced by UNBS, which is the mandated body, but working very closely, of course, with the USAIA members and other traders to make sure that the public, the country adopts and uses these standards.
How do you think